This is the last class before the finale of Whiskey 101 Whiskey for Beginners. This class will cover part 2 of the 10 myths of bourbon. Hey everybody, it's Professor East Coast Whiskey Sipper coming to you again today from in front of my whiskey cabinet for the next installment of Whiskey 101 Whiskey for Beginners. Episode 8, The Myths of Bourbon, Part 2. We are covering the last 5 of my list of the 10 myths of bourbon. Myth number 6, bourbon tastes the same no matter where it's made. Now, while legal requirements dictate that bourbon must be produced in the USA with at least 51% corn, variations in ingredients, climate, distillation techniques, yeast, and aging times ensure that bourbon styles vary significantly based on the producer and the region. Myth number 7, bourbon needs to be aged for 2 years. In reality, there is no minimum age for standard bourbon. It only needs to be stored in new charred oak containers. It can be aged for only a few months or even less. Only straight bourbon requires a minimum of 2 years of aging. Myth number 8, higher proof means better bourbon. Now, higher proof does not automatically mean better bourbon. It only signifies higher alcohol content and potentially more intense flavor concentration. Now, while popular high-proof bourbons can mask delicate flavors with alcohol burn, lower proof options offer better balance, complexity, and approachability. Myth number 9, bourbon flavor comes mainly from the mash bill. So the mash bill dictates the base notes like sweetness from corn, spice from rye, and softness from wheat. However, the interaction between the raw spirit and the new charred oak barrel contributes vanilla, caramel, oak, and tannin, which dominate the flavor profile, especially in aged bourbons. Beyond the mash bill, the flavor is heavily influenced by the entry proof into the barrel, the length of aging, and the warehouse location. Myth number 10, wheated bourbons are always sweeter. Now, while often softer and smoother due to the replacement of spicy rye with wheat, wheated bourbons are not always sweeter than the rye-based counterparts. A high rye bourbon aged for a long time can become quite sweet due to the oak maturation, potentially tasting sweeter than a young, sharp wheated bourbon. Well, congratulations, you've passed again with flying colors. Go take what you've learned and impress your whiskey friends. Stay tuned for the finale of Whiskey 101 Whiskey for Beginners. Please don't forget to like and follow me and leave a comment of any myths that you know about. So this is Professor East Coast Whiskey Sipper signing off, and always remember, keep sipping.